Hello, my name is Ernest Vargas, and today we'll be discussing about Under Armour for our presentation, and how Under Armour became a multi-billion-dollar company that it is today, and how it became a brand name for both elite athletes and amateur athletes alike all across the world. In the beginning, Under Armour was founded by Kevin Plank. At mere 23 years old, Kevin Plank attended the University of Maryland and was the captain of the University of Maryland football team. During extensive training sessions, Kevin Plank noticed that his cotton shirts and his fellow athletes' cotton shirts were getting wet, and they were not drying fast enough, and they had to change their clothes 2 to 3 times a day during training season. This was very irritating for Kevin Plank, so he set out to find a solution. And in 1996, he opened Under Armour in his grandma's basement and did extensive research and noticed that by using synthetic material instead of cotton, that will help dry out the clothes and help to keep the athlete warm and cold depending on the environment. And at the end of that year, he sold $17,000 of his product to the University of Maryland. Within 2 years, the company started to grow so big that the company had to move out of his grandma's basement into the city of Baltimore. Both headquarters and the warehouse alike are located in the city of Baltimore. At that point, Under Armour wanted to make a name for itself. Might be not very big, so Under Armour risked a little bit and opened ad space on ESPN magazine. This was a high risk, but at the end, they generated $750,000 in revenue, which was amazing and catapulted the Under Armour to create partnerships with NHL, the Under Armour Baltimore Marathon, and the baseball team and football teams nationally. But this wasn't enough. And in 2002, the brand started to grow so big that they had to move the headquarters yet again to the South Baltimore harbor of Tide Point, the inner harbor of Tide Point. This was great for Under Armour because it now had a global headquarters and they were selling multiple products to these companies. And in 2003, they wanted to make a name for themselves. So they hired former University of Maryland football standout Eric Big E for their first ever commercial in 2003. This right here solidified Under Armour as a household name, but to the male crowd. At this point, Under Armour wanted to try to appease the female crowd. So in 2003-2004, they set out their female lineup of Under Armour clothing to women. And in 2004-2005, they also opened their lineup for golf. But this wasn't enough for Under Armour, and in 2005, Under Armour became public. And this was phenomenal for Under Armour because their revenue skyrocketed to $281 million. This was awesome, and it catapulted Under Armour to become more of a name for itself. But Under Armour wanted to further solidify itself to become the company that it is today. So in 2006, they wanted to dress up their athletes head to toe, and they created their cleats for baseball, football, and lacrosse. As the years progressed, they started getting famous athletes such as Michael Phelps, Ray Lewis, Lindsey Vonn, and Brandon Jennings. Within this time period of 2010 was monumentous for Under Armour because they started to open up new places all across the world, such as the new European headquarters in the old Olympic Stadium in Amsterdam. And to further solidify its brand to become this brand it is today, it also opened its store in Annapolis, Maryland. And in late 2010, Under Armour had its biggest debut yet, and they sponsored Auburn Tigers for the 2010 BCS National Championship. At this point, this was great for Under Armour because the Auburn Tigers won that championship to only further solidify Under Armour of what it is today. over the years, Under Armour has continuously made significant strides in presence outside the U.S., and in 2011, they opened their first ever brand store in China and became the official technical partnership to the Barclays Premium League. And within the same year, in 2011, they took away the enemy is cotton, and they started to merge cotton with their lineup and created Charged Cotton, which was phenomenal for Under Armour because it only helped with their sales. And as the years progressed, their sales only continued to grow to up to $3 billion in 2014. Now this is a drop in the bucket because Nike has $27.8 billion in revenue versus Under Armour, but they made significant strides from 1996 to current times. To further solidify this, Under Armour started to buy out other companies. One of the most famous buyouts currently is MyFitnessPal. At the moment, we don't know exactly what's going to happen between the partnership and buyout of Under Armour and FitnessPal, but we only know that it's only going to fully solidify Under Armour into becoming a great sports retail lineup. Thank you. Bye.